Hi, I'm Paul. We're doing Leetcode must-know interview questions. Today's challenge is remove duplicates from sorted list 2, rated medium. And the challenge is given the head, a pointer to the head of a sorted linked list. Delete all nodes that have duplicate numbers, leaving only distinct numbers from the original list. Return the linked list sorted as well. It'll be sorted because if it comes in sorted and we just delete nodes from it, it's still going to be sorted. So there's no problem with that. There is, I think, another like remove duplicates from sorted list problem on Leetcode. It's not in the must-know list. I think the only difference is that in removing duplicates, you remove all of the duplicates except one. Leave one in there. So this list, for example, instead of coming back as 1, 2, 5, where we remove all of the duplicates, it would come back as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something like this would come back as 1, 2, 3. We are going to let's kind of walk through what we're gonna do here. This problem, like some other of the linked list problems, we need a dummy node here, and I'm going to do the example 2 because it shows why we need a dummy node. I mean, we need a dummy node because we need a dummy node in case the first element of the list is part of a group of duplicates, and we'll give it some value, but for right now, let's just call it D. All right. We have 2 pointers. We have what we'll call the previous pointer. The previous pointer will start out pointing to the dummy node. Oh, you know what? And this the dummy node points to the head of the list. The head pointer will point to this first element here, this first node, the 1. So this is the black pointer is the previous pointer. We also need a current pointer. Do that in a different color. Current pointer will point here. All right. Now, the current pointer is we're going to iterate through the list with that. And we're going to move it forward whether we find duplicates or not. If we have 2 consecutive nodes that are not duplicates, we'll also advance the previous pointer. If we find duplicates, we will not advance the previous pointer. So let's see how that's going to work. What we do from here is we look at the current pointer that is currently pointing at the first one. We look at current next value and see, is it equal to the current value? And in fact, it is. So we're going to advance the current pointer to here. And I'm going to erase it over here. Okay. Next iteration, we're going to look at current value. Is it equal to current next value? It is. All right. So we're going to advance the pointer again. It's going to go from there to there. Okay. We are going to look at current next value again. That is not equal to the current value. What we do at this point is we look at previous dot next. Previous dot next. Okay, previous is still pointing at the head pointer. Previous dot next is pointing at the first one node. And we check and see is previous.next equal to current? And I don't mean the value at this point. I mean, is it the same node? And it is not the same node. So that means we found a group of duplicates. So the adjustment that we make, would probably be better to change the color here. The adjustment that we make is we set previous.next to current.next. That means this node right here, the dummy node, is now pointing to this node, the 2, all right? That cancels out this node, and it cancels out really everything prior to that 2, because the dummy node is now pointing to 2. Now we don't have any more duplicates in here, so it's going to go through 2 and 3 and everything. Everything will be fine. The dummy.next will return that as the head of the new list. Okay, so that's how groups of duplicates get found and removed. Let's try an implementation. All right, so as we said, we need for this solution a dummy node. So let's say list node dummy node equals new list node. We're going to use this constructor right here. Say list node. It really doesn't matter what we set this to. We'll set it to 0 and point it at the head of the list. Okay. What else do we need? We need a previous pointer. Previous pointer will initially point to the dummy node. We need a current pointer. Current pointer will initially point to the head node. All right. Now, as we said, we're going to use the current pointer to iterate through the linked list. So we can say while current is not equal to null, that is, we haven't reached the end of list indicator, we have to skip all the nodes that have the same value as the current node. Okay, while current is not equal to null. All right, we need another short while loop in here. We'll say while current dot next is not equal to null, because we don't want to run past the end of the list in the middle of this loop. Well, it's not equal to null, and let me give myself a little bit more room here. And current dot next dot val equals current dot val. While that is the case, we will advance the current pointer. Current equals current dot next. We're not going to do anything to the previous pointer. And let's see. And let's see. Yeah, that's good. If the next node, if the value of the next node is not equal to the value of the current node, we're not going to do anything with the current pointer. We are going to, well, now there's a couple of possibilities. One is what we had in the example, which is if previous, well, we have to check if previous.next equals current. Now, if there's a group of duplicates, previous.next is not going to equal, wait, I'm sorry. If previous.next equals current, then that means there are no duplicates. The previous pointer is right behind the current pointer. And so we just advance it. Previous equals current. If previous.next is not equal to current, that's actually what we had in the example where previous.next, previous point was pointing at the dummy node, previous.next was pointing at the first one node, the current pointer was pointing at the third one node. They were not equal. So we want to change the previous.next pointer. We want to point it to current.next, so we just skip over all the duplicates. So we would say previous.next equals current.next. And at this point, we can advance the current node. Okay, so let's see. All right, so we can kind of talk through what happens after this, to the 2 and the 3 node, how this thing finishes out. We eliminated the duplicates, the duplicate ones. Previous is still pointing at the dummy node. Previous.next is pointing at the 2 node. Current is pointing at, let's see, current equals current.next. Current is pointing at the 2 node. All right, go back to the top. While current is not equal to null, which it's not. Does current.next, does the value of the next node equal the value of the current node? Well, it doesn't. Current is pointing at the 2, and the next node is 3. So we skip that while loop. If previous.next equals current, which it does, previous.next is pointing at the 2 node. So we're going to set previous to point to 2. Drop out of the if statement, and we're going to set current. So current is now pointed at 3. Go back to the top. Current, while current is not equal to null, we say while current.next is not equal to null. Well, current.next is equal to null. So we don't have to check for any more duplicates. We're going to drop out of that. Previous.next equals current. It does. So previous is going to equal current. Previous will point to 3. Drop out of the if statement. Current equals current.next, which is null. We're at the end of the list. We go back to the top of the while loop, and current equals null, so we're done. The only thing left is to return dummy node dot next. In this case, that is going to be pointing to the 2 node in the example that we looked at. All right. This looks okay to me. I'm going to run it and see what happens. All right, that is accepted. The basic tests and submit. Oops, move this over a little bit. Submit. Later 0. Okay, all right, that's good. How many people got? How many people got that? Well, nobody got better than 0. I guess you can't get better than 0, but some of this stuff is being rounded to 0, I suppose. All right, 1, 2, and 3. I don't know what they're doing, but that is how you remove duplicates from a sorted linked list. And I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, and see you next time.